Hello again and welcome back to March May's Midlife Dolly Crisis. And as we reach the end of June, it means that obviously we are reaching the end of Pride Month. So I thought we would go out on a high and we would open this gal here. So this is Barbie Extra #1. So she was obviously part of the very first wave of the Barbie Extra dolls. I think she's one that really sticks in people's heads because of this explosion of colour and rainbows that is her jacket. She was released in 2020, so obviously she is about 5 years old now. So we'll have a quick look at the box first. So obviously this was the first lot of packaging that they had, and they didn't really differ that much later on when they altered the packaging. It was still kind of like this. So this is the front of the box. We've got this kind of star thing here with the glitter bits in, which I'll try and move around. That probably didn't look great, but yeah, so that's kind of got confetti in it. We've got an image of her at the bottom there. Obviously they come with a pet, which is great. They were kind of known for that, I suppose. So that's her and the pet at the bottom. And if we have a look at the back, we can see there's basically an image of her in the centre there. There's these two down here, which were also released within the first wave. And then all of the kind of accessories and things she's sort of surrounded with there. So I'm going to go ahead and open her and we'll have a look at her and see what we think. So before we have a look at the doll herself, I thought we'd have a quick look at the accessories which came in the box. I found it quite interesting opening this one because later ones seem to have a lot more accessories scattered throughout the box, whereas I think with these early ones the dolls seem to be wearing a lot of the accessories rather than it being kind of considered an extra thing in the box for you to open. So what we've basically got here is we've got pet and pet accessories. We've got this, which is a pair of sunglasses for the doll. So I'll show you that first. So it's got Shine Bright on it, and I think it's just a matte sort of, well, it's a shiny black, but you can't see through it, I don't think, from what I can gather, which is a bit of a shame. But they're quite cute. So yeah, so that is just those. And then the rest of the items are related to the actual pet. So the pet themselves is this dog. I'm presuming it's meant to be a poodle. So it's kind of like a caramel coloured poodle. It's got ribbons in its hair there. It's got little sort of pink shoes on as well. The only kind of painted details are the shoes and the ribbons, and also obviously the facial features. We've got a little nose and two eyes. There's these two holes on either side of the head, which is for these, which is the glasses. So there we go. So there's a pair of kind of star glasses there for them. So I'm going to put those there. So the other thing that they come with is a sort of a handbag. And this actually opens, which is quite clever, I suppose. It's basically just made of plastic. It's actually quite nicely constructed. We've got a blue ribbon on the front, which is a lighter blue to the rest of it. It's got a handle there. It's all right. It's quite nice. I mean, if that was in a bigger size, it would be quite nice for an actual Barbie doll. But obviously this is supposed to be for the dog. The other thing that they come with are these. And I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it properly. They seem to be, I think, little pink bones. Now, I've had a look. I can't see if you're meant to attach this anywhere on the dog. I don't think the dog can actually hold this, or, you know, they don't slot in anywhere. This, for me, feels slightly insane because these are tiny, tiny, tiny. These are going to get lost or choked on or whatever. But yeah, so this is these things. Now, it's probably handy that you can open the bag because it means that they can just go in there. But what the point of them is, I don't know. I suppose it's nice that, you know, Barbie can treat the dog to some sort of pink bone treats. But yeah, so that is them. So let's now have a look at the doll herself. So here she is. So we're going to have a look at her face first. I'm going to bring her up to the camera. There we go. So she's got a really nice face. She's got sort of like gold around her eyes. It's a very kind of Egyptian look, almost. She's got, I don't even know what colour you'd say that is on the lips. It's kind of like a light coral or a sort of an orangey colour. I don't think there's any blushing on her. The makeup is essentially on the lips and around the eyes, but I do quite like this gold. I think it goes very nicely with her look. And obviously she's got gold earrings as well for them to match, I suppose. The other thing about this doll is this amazing hairstyle. So it appears to be sort of two separate sort of afro buns on the side. We've then got a plait which goes on both sides. We've got two plaits on either side. It is quite extraordinary. I really like this kind of hairstyle that they've given her. It's very unusual. I don't know what would happen if you undid it. In that she would have basically sort of like curls on the top and then she'd have these kind of straight bits hanging down. I'd be interested to see it, but I'm not going to attempt it because I don't want to ruin it. It's actually a really nice kind of look. Obviously, if we go further down, we've got this amazing fur jacket, which is kind of rainbow in colour. It's kind of a standout piece, really, isn't it? It's really nicely done. We do have a lining. We have this bright yellow lining inside. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of got that. And yeah, it's just a very nice piece. It's well put together. There's no raw edges. Everything is very nicely done. If we have a look underneath this, she's wearing... Oh no, is this long sleeved? Oh, you know what? I'm going to remove the whole thing and then we'll have a look. Okay, that was a slight struggle, only because she had like a huge ring on her finger, which I've had to remove, and her bag was also attached to her hand as well. Now, I didn't realise, this is a long-sleeved sort of crop top in bright red, which is very nice. And we've got this sort of band around it that says love, which is very, very in keeping with the whole Pride ethos. And then we've got love around the other band here, which is for these sort of cycle shorts, I suppose. They don't quite go as low. I always think cycle shorts are a bit sort of longer, but I guess it's kind of like a sportswear item. I didn't actually kind of like this when I'd sort of seen it before, but actually it's quite nice. And there's no raw edges. Everything is very nicely kind of sewn around the legs and around the cuffs there. Obviously it's quite kind of high-necked. We've got a necklace here. Again, this is gold, but it's not kind of the shiny metallic gold. It's more of a plastic gold, which is kind of a bit of a shame. It's basically kind of just lots of sort of links together. If we have a look on the back, so there's Velcro on the back of the top, and the shorts just kind of slide on and off by the looks of it. So I think there might be a little bit, yeah, they've got kind of elastic around the waist there. If we go further down, she's wearing some sort of long socks with black bands around the top of them, almost kind of like sports socks. And she's got these sort of glittery, sort of silver stilettos. It might be nice to make those in gold, or given her sort of silver earrings maybe, and a silver necklace. But yeah, they're quite nice, and it's quite nice they've got sort of glitter on them as well. So the other two pieces that she comes with are this kind of cloud handbag. Now, I don't know if this actually opens. It feels like it should. It feels like it should open, because this almost feels like it's a clip. But I have a feeling it probably doesn't. Yeah, so I don't think that does open. It's kind of a nice piece. This piece almost looks like it's a thunderbolt coming out, or, you know, at the start of one. But I think it's meant to be some kind of like buckle, perhaps. And then we've got this, which is a ring. And if you see any kind of hairs coming from it, that's from, unfortunately, the jacket. So these are kind of attached to her hand with rubber bands. That should just kind of stay, I would have thought, on her hand. It's got a kind of a big sort of loop thing there, which will just slot over her sort of finger parts, and then got this kind of big gem in a sort of a see-through yellow plastic. So I'm going to put all of this stuff on her and we'll have a final look at her. So here she is. So she's got all of her accessories on her, including the glasses. And if we look down on the floor there, we've got the dog with its handbag and sunglasses on as well. I'm super happy with her, actually. It's interesting seeing one from the first wave like this, because, as I mentioned earlier, it was odd her accessories mainly being on her rather than being in the packaging. And from what I remember kind of later on, it felt like there was a lot of kind of extra bits in the packaging rather than being worn by the doll. I also should mention at this point, and I don't know how I've managed to not mention it through the whole video, but there were tags. There were tags in the back of her head, there was tags on the actual jacket, mainly holding these in place, because who knows what damage these plaits could actually do if they were kind of let loose within the packaging. So what do you think of her? Let me know down in the comments below. Let me know if you have her and if you've restyled her in some way. I hope you've had a nice Pride month. I hope you've had a nice Pride. I hope you're safe. I know things are pretty horrendous at the moment. I'm not going to say it's going to get better anytime soon, but we can get through this. We've got through it before, and unfortunately, this will probably not be the last time that we're going through this. Whenever people have nowhere else to go, they will literally start scapegoating any minority that they like. It's not just the queer community that's suffering. It's any minority. It's immigrants. It's people of colour. It's people who don't have the same beliefs as they do. It's disabled people. It's basically anyone who is different to the, quotation marks, norm. So I'd ask you to remember that. It's a massive distraction from all the other evil that they're doing, and it whips up the crowd. I know people say you shouldn't be political because, you know, it's a doll channel, but listen, when your very existence is considered a political issue, I don't feel that you can ever not be political. So, on that note, protect the dolls, and I will see you in the next video. So take care. Bye.